Welcome to Classic Value Investors and Microcap Explosions. This is Mariusz Konieczny. In this video, I'm talking about Robinhood, the app, the trading app that's been all over the news. And I'm going to be talking about how I think that Robinhood is not changing the world for the good. It's changing the world for the worse. I grew up watching Robinhood movies. I'm sure you're familiar with Robinhood, what he did. As a historical person, he robbed the rich and gave it to the poor. Robinhood, the app, is supposed to stand for this philosophy, to empower the less fortunate and, rob or the rich. But I think mostly it is to empower the masses. And you have people, celebrities, hedge fund managers, at least some of them, talking about how they like what Robinhood stands for. And just listen to even Ja Rule talking about it.
I love Robinhood. I love what they represent, putting basically the stock market in your pocket, it's really cool. Let's retail traders trade really quick in real time and kind of makes you feel like you're on the floor with the traders, so really a cool app.
Now, I completely disagree. Okay, Robinhood is a company that is so typical of the Silicon Valley, graduate of Stanford or some of these Ivy League schools, right? I'm gonna go and create a startup to change the world. All of them want to change the world, right? And obviously they did change the world with Robinhood, but instead of making it a better world, they made it a worse world. And why am I talking about it? Because when we're talking about trading or investing, right? There has been study after study done to show that short-term trading, swapping from one position to another, it is not the best way to gain wealth. Actually, 90% of traders lose money. So you only have 10% of traders that make money, okay? And that's because trading is a zero-sum game. In order for you to win in trading, someone else has to lose. So it's kind of like a game of poker, which is nothing wrong with a game of poker, but when you win in a game of poker, that means that you won it at the expense of someone else. And that's because when you're trading something, you're not creating any value. For example, let's say I have this pen, okay? And let's say I bought it for $1 and I sell it to you for $1.10. I made more money, but I made it at the expense of you, right? And there's companies out there that sell pens and they add value, like they buy wholesale and they deliver it to you at convenience. That's different. I'm talking about a particular asset that is just being sold from one person to another without adding any value. So trading is an activity where all you're trying to do is figure out the flow of people into a particular asset. You're trying to use technical analysis to figure out what other people are doing so that you can sell the same thing to them at a higher price. So in other words, trading is a legalized theft, okay? That's really what it is. And which is completely different from investing, because investing, what you have is you are buying something that has value and you're betting on this, the company to become more valuable in the future, whether it's through the development of new products, delivering these products to more clients. And so you're betting on that value increasing over time. And if you are lucky enough to even buy it for a little bit less for what it's worth, then you are actually extracting value from someone else who sells it to you for less than what it's worth. But in general, you might be investing in things that make the world a better place. Trading is completely different. So what Robinhood does, supposedly it stands for taking from the rich and giving it to the poor. But what does it really do? Robinhood allows people to trade for free, right? And as you and I know, or should know, there's nothing free. So what Robinhood does, it allows people to trade for free, and it sells the data flow to the high frequency traders that can then front run the Robinhood clients and make money in the process. So in other words, what Robinhood is really doing is taking it from the poor and giving it to the hedge funds and giving it to the rich. That's really what Robinhood is doing. Also, what Robinhood is doing, which is making the world a worse place to be, is it encourages trading. So it encourages an activity that doesn't add any value, doesn't make companies better, doesn't make companies expand. All it does, it increases trading activity, which in the long term, according to many studies, is not very useful. And it does that by reducing the friction of trading, right? Because now people can go in and out from positions supposedly for free. So it increases trading. It increases trading, which is an activity that is not very useful. It is, like I said, it's legalized theft. You wouldn't go to your neighbor and steal the person's life savings or a car if you're a good person. But the same person would go out trading thinking that this person is doing something good for themselves, but in reality is simply stealing from someone else. You see, to build wealth, it takes time. But to excite someone to enter investment or scare someone to leave the investment for shorts, that doesn't take a lot of time, you see? But building value, building companies, adding value, expanding, that takes time. And now people that are attracted to apps like Robinhood, they're not interested in long-term value building, in long-term wealth building. They're interested in making money fast, right away, tomorrow, by hour. And the only way you can do that is to steal from someone else, because trading is a zero-sum game. And now I'm not saying that people should go to jail for trading, because it's legal. But I don't think that people are aware of what it is that they're doing. They think they are going into trading positions to make some money, but they don't think of it as a way, in order for them to make money, someone else has to lose money. And the GameStop situation that's been all over the news is a perfect example of people coming in all together and driving the price of GameStop from, I think it was like $20 to almost $500, and bragging to themselves how they ran up the stock price without thinking about the people that made money at the beginning. They made it at an expense of someone else, because now the stock price is crashing, and someone who paid you $500, they had to pay you that price so that you can get out, and now they're holding the stock. And then the early people, it's like a Ponzi scheme. The early people make money at the expense of people that came in later. And also, I find it kind of funny, because when Robinhood, which was pretty much in trouble when this whole thing was going on, and it had to restrict trading, how people were angry that they couldn't trade, they couldn't get together and pretty much manipulate the stock price, so they were angry for it. They were angry that Robinhood didn't allow them to steal or take the wealth from someone else. That's really what they were doing. And they were saying that, oh, the power is being taken away from us because hedge funds can do it. Yes, hedge funds can do it, of course. So in other words, just because someone else is allowed to steal, should you be allowed to steal? So next time you make $10,000 day trading or $1 million day trading, you can pat yourself, congratulate yourself for making this money, but you're not making a world a better place. You simply made that money at an expense of someone else. In conclusion, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know that a lot of people like what Robinhood stands for. I am of a different opinion. Robinhood does not make the world a better place. It makes it more of a bigger financial casino that is simply extracting value from one set group of people and giving it to another group of people under the pretext that it's changing the world for the better.